Let's talk about someone who's not last on the ballot paper, it would seem. That would be Nigel Farage and his party Reform UK. Now, just consider, this party is less than a year old. He started this party last year, just weeks before the federal election over there, when he said he was going to have a go and put his hat in the ring for Clacton, which of course he won. He has started from zero and now, according to the latest polling, he's the most popular party in the UK. No, it's not a joke, because of course the Starmer government has just been so bloody awful. Have a look at the numbers here. 25% Reform UK is now polling. The government, Labor, which was elected in a landslide barely 7-8 months ago, 24%. The Tories, 21%. The Lib Dems, 14%. And the Greens, 9%. This man is a runaway train. And here he was earlier tonight, Nigel Farage, talking to Paul Murray about this polling.
You know what? The consensus we've had for years doesn't work. Ordinary folk get poorer. Our borders are open. Excess migration changes our communities. People want strong, patriotic, real leadership that actually cares about ordinary people, not just the big corporates.
And don't forget, of course, there was that petition a few months ago calling for another general election about 4 months after they just had one.
2.9 million signatures. 2.7, sorry. 2.7 million signatures. Who of everyday people even know about a petition that someone's lodged on the parliamentary website? That is how much traction. That has to set a record. 4 months old the Prime Minister was in the role, and that many people went out of their way to say, for the love of God, or in their case, the love of country, let's go to another general election, please. To be honest, I couldn't believe, given the state of the UK at the end of the Tory government, but before Starmer even got a chance, I couldn't believe that Reform didn't romp it in at the last election, because the country was in a terrible state then. It seems to have taken this government to nudge the feeble populace to a level of fury whereby they're like, this guy all the way to the top.
I just wonder if our Liberal Party is watching what's happening in the UK and observing that people are sick of Conservatives who talk a right-wing game and then govern like a left-wing government. They want Conservatives to stand for Conservative principles and do it boldly. Farage is reaping the benefits.
Well, the problem is here,
understand that,
just like over there, the politicians have to shill for the votes. So once you've got numbers like we have here in Australia, or only a third of us were born here, you have to shill for the other 2/3 votes. So they're never going to be as hardline as any of us would probably like to see, because once you've got that many people from other countries, you have to shill for. You're at their mercy. You can't just come out and be like, oh, actually, I'm going to be suddenly very nationalistic and very patriotic. It simply won't work. You'll never get into government.
Yet Farage is doing it. He's 25%, so we'll see where it lands.